Hi, this is Fazana again. Welcome to another new topic on Fazmaths. This topic is called direct and inverse proportion. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, if two quantities in direct proportion, as one increases, the other increases by the same percentage. So you can see as one goes up, the other goes up by the same percentage. Yeah, so it's directly proportional. Okay, so we say y is directly proportional to x, or whatever letters there are. Yeah, and it's written in the form of y equals kx. So when x goes up, y goes up. K is a constant. I think we've had enough of C's with straight line graphs and quadratic equations, and yeah, so we'll call it K this time. Okay, you can write it as y is directly proportional to x, but I don't really like that. I just prefer writing it like this. It just makes it simpler. Yeah, all right. Okay, so let's just make that constant 2. Yeah, so that's not going to change. It's constant. So let's just try a few values. If x is 1, you can see y will be equal to 2 times 1 is 2. If x is 2, then y will be 2 times 2 is 4. Okay, so you can tell when x goes up, y will go up. Yeah, so as one increases, the other increases as well. All right, whereas in inverse proportion, y is inversely proportional to x. So that means when y becomes less, x becomes more. Or sorry, the other way around. When x becomes less, y becomes more. Yeah, all right. Okay, so again, k is the constant. Here we're writing y equals k. K still stays at the top, divided by x. Yeah, so if we had k being 2, the constant 2, then let's take some values. If x is 1, y equals 2 divided by 1, which is 2. And if x is 2, then y equals 2 divided by 2, which is 1. Yeah? So you can see x is going up, but y is going down. Yeah? So it's inversely proportional. All right, let's do some questions. Okay. In a spring, the tension, T newtons, is directly proportional to its extension x. Okay, so the first thing we write is T. It's directly proportional, so K to its extension x. All right, as simple as that. Then what you'll find is they'll actually give you both the values so we can find the value of K. Okay, so that's the first thing they normally do. Yeah. So we can write 150 equals k times 6. Yeah? Okay, and then if we divide by 6, you can tell k will be 25. So always rewrite the equation first. Okay, so we've got t equals 25x. Okay, and that's what we're going to use. Yeah. Okay, so it says calculate the tension, which is the T, when x is 15. So we go T equals 25 times 15, and you get 375. Okay, yeah, and newtons. Okay, calculate the extension in centimeters when T is 600 newtons. So we go 600 equals 25x, and because x has been multiplied by 25, we'll divide it by 25. So x equals 600 divided by 25, which is 24. Okay, yeah, 24 centimeters. Okay. If you finished all your questions in your exams and you just want to check, can you see if it's directly proportional? Then let's just check this. We don't normally do it, but it helps in an exam or if as you're learning it here. So can you see when x was 6, what they gave us, and the tension was 150, then when x became 15, we would expect it to become more, so it would be 375. And then when the tension was 600, so that's going up, so you know that would go up. Yeah, so you can see every time x goes up, t also goes up. Yeah, so that just gives you some confidence that you're doing it the right way. Okay, good. Okay, next. A ball falls vertically after being dropped. It falls a distance d meters at a time of t seconds. D is directly proportional, so directly to the square. Yeah, okay. You can tell some of the questions will be really wordy, but all you're really picking up is whether it's directly or inversely, and what property of x. Is it x squared? Is it the square root of t? Is it t cubed? Yeah, so that's all you're really picking up. Okay, so d equals k t squared. Okay, yeah, and then again they give you both the values, so let's stick them in. So we've got 20 equals k times 2 squared, which is 4k. And then of course if you divide by 4, k will be 5. Okay, so we rewrite it again. So we've got d equals 5t squared. Even if they don't ask you for the formula, make sure you do rewrite it, because that is what you're going to use for your calculations. Yeah? Okay, so calculate the distance, yeah, if the ball falls in 3 seconds. So that's your t. Okay, so we've got d equals 5 times 3 squared, which is 9. So 5 times 9 is 45 meters. Okay, yeah, it's quite straightforward, isn't it? Calculate the time the ball takes to fall 605 meters. So you can see that's your d. Yeah, so you put 605 equals 5t squared. Divide by 5. So you've got t squared equals 605 divided by 5, which is 121, and then square root, and you get t equals 11 seconds. Okay, so it's really quite straightforward, yeah, as long as you start off correctly there, yeah, then everything else falls into place. Okay, let's try an inversely proportional. Okay, so P is inversely proportional to V. Yeah, just straightforward V. So we've got P equals K over V. Okay, and then it says when V is 8, P is 5. So 8, oh sorry, 5. Forget that. 5 equals K over 8. Yeah. So k, you can tell, will be 5 times 8, which is 40. So we're rewriting it, so we've got P equals 40 over V. Right? Good. Okay, calculate the value of P when V is 2. So that's really simple and straightforward. So you've got 40 divided by 2, which is 20. Okay, so that would be an easy 2-mark question in the exam. Yeah, really quite soothing, isn't it? Okay, y is inversely proportional to x squared. So then you've got, and it's inversely and x squared. So y equals k over x squared. Okay, and they give you the values here. And get it right this time. So you've got 2.5 equals k over 24 squared. And then again with my Faz format, 3 equals 6 divided by 2. 6 equals 2 times 3, so k is that times that. So you've got k equals 24 squared times 2.5, which is 1,440. Okay, so we're rewriting it. So we've got y equals 1,440 divided by x squared. And that's what we're going to use. Alright? Okay. Find the value of y when x is 20. So y equals 1,440, just so it looks like a decimal, divided by 20 squared, and that will give you 3.6. Alright? Good. Find the value of x when y equals 1.6. So we've got 1.6 equals 1,440 divided by x squared. Using our format here, you can tell we're going to do that divided by that. So x squared equals 1,440 divided by 1.6, which gives you 900. And then when you square root it, you get 30. Okay, yeah. They've said find a value, but remember, when you get x squared equals 900, you could get plus or minus 30. Yeah, so if they do say find values of x, then make sure you include the plus or the minus. Yeah, all right. Good. Okay, let's get on to the next question. H varies directly to the cube of C. Okay, so we've got H equals KC cubed. Okay, given us this value to find K, so 40 equals K times 2 cubed, which is 2 cubed is 8, so 8K. So that means K equals 40 divided by 8, which is 5. Yeah? So rewriting it, we've got H equals 5C cubed. Yeah? Okay, that's our formula. Okay, find the value of H when C is 5. So then H equals 5 times 5 again, cubed, and 125 times 5 is 625. Okay, find the value of C when H is 5,000. So we start with 5,000 equals 5C cubed, divide by 5, we've got 1,000 equals C cubed, and cube root it, and C will be 10. Okay, yeah, it's quite soothing, isn't it? Say yes. Okay, here, this one, we have to match it. So we've got graphs A, B, C, D, and we have to figure out which one is which. So that one's quite easy. Y is directly proportional to X, so it's D, because you can see for every time it goes up by the same percentage or proportion. Yes, so it's just proportionately increase, yeah, which is why it's a straight line, yeah, okay. Y is inversely proportional to X. Now you must know this graph off by heart on your in your GCSEs. That one there, which you can tell would be inversely proportional, and that would be graph A. Yes, so we've got T and we've got A. y is proportional to the square of x. So now we know it's y equals x squared. Yeah, and let's just put that 1. So you can tell that's 1 squared. Yeah, okay. So that would be graph B. And y is inversely proportional to the square of x. Yeah, so you can tell it'll be y equals 1 over x squared. Okay, I'm just making the constant 1. And you can tell that that'll be the same as that. Yeah, so it's inversely proportional. But you can see, because it's x squared, when you get to negative values, then when you square negative values, you still get positive values. So instead of it going there, it'll go there. Yeah, all right. So that's graph C. All right, just learn them off by heart. Yeah, it's a good exam question. Okay, that's all for now. I hope that was helpful. Please join me in part 2 for some interesting questions. Remember that the marks you get in exams are in direct proportion to your practicing questions. Okay. Cool, isn't it? All right. You're in control. Remember that. So until next time, take care. Bye.